Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed about how the sperm digests all the walls present around this secondary oocyte. How it digests corona radiata and zona pellucida. And now the sperms are in direct contact with this vitelline membrane. When the sperm touches the membrane of vitelline membrane, it forms a cone-like structure. That cone is the reception cone. So the first step after the entry of sperm is the formation of cone of reception or fertilization cone, or we can say reception cone. At the time of contact with the sperm, the secondary oocyte form a projection. This projection is actually the fertilization cone. As we can see in this diagram, this is the vitelline membrane. As soon as the sperm touches this vitelline membrane, this cone-like projection is actually the fertilization cone or the reception cone, this cone. Immediately at this time, all the granules present inside this secondary oocyte get arranged towards the wall of vitelline membrane, so that no other sperm can get enter or can get attached with this vitelline membrane. These granules make this wall hard. Now the proximal centriole, which was present in sperms, enter inside. With the help of this centriole, spindle fiber forms and the meiosis complete in secondary oocyte, which results into the formation of polar body and egg. Means when this head touches the vitelline membrane, it forms reception cone. After that, this centriole enters inside the secondary oocyte, starts meiosis. This nucleus of sperm enter inside the secondary oocyte, and all the other parts get degenerated. Cortical reaction. After the entry of sperm, cortical reaction means the granules present inside the secondary oocyte, means these granules, these cortical granules, they get arranged on the near vitelline membrane to make this membrane hard, so that other sperm cannot come inside the secondary oocyte. So the cortical reaction is just after the fusion of sperm membrane and oocyte plasma membrane, the secondary oocyte shows cortical reaction. The cortical granules are present beneath the plasma membrane of oocyte. These granules fuse with the plasma membrane of oocyte and release their content, including cortical enzymes, between plasma membrane and zona pellucida. This makes the zona pellucida hard, so prevent the entry of another sperm. After the entry of male nucleus, next step is the karyogamy, means the fusion of gametes. The male nucleus is termed as male pronucleus, and newly formed female nucleus is termed as female pronucleus. Both these nucleus comes together, they get fused, process is karyogamy, and the resulting structure is zygote. So the zygote is formed after the fusion of male pronucleus and female pronucleus. The fertilization takes place here in the ampulla region. This was the ampulla region. Here in this region, fertilization takes place. In between this path, ampulla and isthmus. So here in this picture you can see this is the site where fertilization takes place. After fertilization, zygote is formed. Now the cleavage in zygote starts. During this stage, these are the two nucleus which get fuses and form the zygote. Zygote divide to form two-celled structure. After that, they form a four-cell stage. All these four cells again divide by mitotic division to form 8, and after many division they form 18 to 32 celled structure. This resulting structure is termed as morula. Now at this stage, this morula enters inside the uterus. Means morula formation take place here at this region, and after that it enters inside the uterus. This is morula. Now this morula changes into blastula. After the morula stage, the cells arrange themselves in the form of layers. Outer cells become flat, and these are the inner larger cells. Outer cells are termed as micromere and the inner cells are termed as macromere. After that, these cells arrange themselves in such a way that all the cells of macromere get shift towards one center at one point, and a cavity is start forming in the free space. This cavity is termed as blastocele, and this stage is termed as blastula. So after morula, this is blastula and the cavity is blastocele. Now the implantation starts. So the cavity present in the blastula is termed as blastocele, and embryo is now termed as blastocyst or blastula. In 64 cell stage of human embryo, a cavity is formed. That this cavity is known as blastocele and the embryo is termed as blastocyst. The cells of trophoblast, which are in contact with the inner cell mass, is termed as cells of Rauber or Rauber's cells. Means these cells are actually termed as trophoblast, and the cells which are in contact with this trophoblast means this part. All these cells are the cells of Rauber. Implantation occur after 7 days of fertilization. Now, zona pellucida maintained in morula stage, and now in blastula stage it disintegrate. This prevent the implantation of embryo in fallopian tube. Means इस morula stage तक जो outer layer है, इस स्टेज तक जो आउटर लेयर है जोना पेलुसिडा, अगर इसी स्टेज पे डिसइंटीग्रेट हो गई होती तो इसी फैलोपियन ट्यूब में फर्टिलाइजेशन हो गया होता. So to prevent that fertilization in the fallopian tube, it remain attached with this morula. After this blastula stage, now the zona pellucida degenerate. This picture is showing how the implantation occur. This is the blastula stage. The trophoblast cells of this region. The trophoblast cells of this region, which are in contact with these cells, they form a finger-like projections. You can see these finger-like projections. These finger-like projections get insert inside the endometrium of uterus. At the same time, wall of uterus also form a finger-like projection which form connection with these structures, that is termed as the placenta, and remaining wall of uterus covers all the blastula all around. So this is how the implantation take place. So this is the fertilization site. After that, 2-cell stage, 4-cell stage, morula formation, day 4, 8-cell of morula, day 5, early blastocyst, early blastula, day 6 to 7, early blastula, then late blastula. After that, formation of placenta starts. So after implantation, finger-like projections appear on the trophoblast called chorionic villi, which are surrounded by the uterine tissue and maternal blood. The chorionic villi and uterine tissue become interdigitated with each other and jointly form a structural and functional unit between developing embryo, or we can say the fetus, and the maternal body called placenta. This is the placenta. The placenta is connected with the embryo with the help of this umbilical cord. So this is the umbilical cord. You can also see the placenta and the attached umbilical cord. What is the function of placenta? It provides oxygen, nutrients for the developing embryo, and also help in the removal of carbon dioxide and the other excretory waste material. Placenta also secretes some important hormones like HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin, HPL, human placental lactogen, estrogens, progesterones. And in the later phase of pregnancy, a very important hormone called relaxin is secreted by the ovary. The function of this relaxin is to loose down the muscles for easy parturition. This human chorionic gonadotropin is very important hormone, HCG, secreted by the placenta. It is secreted by mainly the trophoblastic cells. The main function of this hormone is to maintain the level of progesterone, because we know the progesterone is very necessary for maintaining the blood supply of the walls of uterus. Have the properties similar to LH. LH also have the same functions. It takes the job of pituitary LH during the pregnancy. Corpus luteum will maintain inside the ovary, which secrete progesterone, which is very essential to maintain the endometrium of uterus. It also prevents menstruation. Due to high progesterone, the mucus secretion increased in the cervix and it formed the protective plug. Means due to heavy secretion, here at this point the plug is formed in between this region. If the implantation occur, a portion of endometrium of uterus become modified and it is called the decidua. Means this part is the decidua, which the endometrium form a close connection with the trophoblast cells. So this is the remaining uterus part. which is actually the decidua. This HCG presence is actually considered for the pregnancy test. Term embryo कब use करेंगे? End of the 8th week. Term fetus we will use from 8th week of pregnancy till the birth. Another hormone, HPL, human placental lactogen. It maintain the supply of milk by mammary glands. Next is the relaxin. It provide relaxation of the muscles for the easy parturition. It facilitates the parturition by softening the connective tissue of pubic symphysis. It is secreted by the ovary. So these are the important hormones secreted by placenta as well as the ovary as well as the corpus luteum, which play important role during this period. Sometimes there are certain chemical substances which cause allergy. These are included in the category of teratogens. For examples, thalidomide. Parturition is induced by a complex neuroendocrine mechanism. Means this mechanism is controlled under the control of nervous system as well as the hormones endocrine system. And the signals of parturition कैसे मिलेंगे? By fully developed fetus and the placenta. They will generate the signals, induces mild uterine contraction. जो यूट्रस में mild contraction हो रहा है, that is called fetal ejection reflex. Because of this fetal ejection reflex, another hormone is released, that is oxytocin, from the maternal pituitary. This oxytocin plays a very important role, which causes stronger uterine contraction. So oxytocin basically play important role during the time of delivery. So this is how the fertilization, the cleavage of zygote, the implantation take place and the important hormones secreted during this process. Thank you.